Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is FS Coach, and in this video we'll be doing a review of our weekly analysis, and then we'll be doing a projection going into the week. All right, so week one we had about 307 pips in profit. Week two we had 250. Then week three we had minus 93 pips, minus 93 pips. And week four I didn't publish any video or publish any analysis on trade review because I didn't do this analysis going into the week. So I did the analysis, in the middle of the week. So that's why I wasn't able to post last week, right? But I was able to do my own review. So and I have 355 pips. So I'm just going to explain the idea behind this, and we explain what we are looking at into the future. All right. So this actually triggered my stop because I explained in my very last video that I posted is that I'm expecting this market to pull back to this supply zone and then come down to 1800. And I remember I mentioned that I'm expecting gold to bounce back from 1800. I'm not expecting gold to do anything 17 at all. I'm not expecting gold to do anything 17. From 1800, I'm expecting gold to push up, and there's a support around this zone. Can you see? So we are drawing our influence from this particular demand zone to push the market up. All right. So the market actually started reversing, thought it's going to have a rejection, then come down to do like a triple bottom, and before going up, but then did a breakout, took off these highs, and on this channel I basically trade support and resistance. I trade the market structure. So after this market push down and then breaks through, so this has given us confirmation that this market is changing from a downtrend to an uptrend. Remember, my basic rule is I want to see the market do lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So I just wait for the next lower high, and I pick a sell. And if I'm going for a buy, I wait for the market to break out. After this break, then wait for a retest, then I go up for a buy. So these are market structure that I trade on this channel. So after seeing that this market actually breaks out from this high, did a retest, I decided to go for a new high. And as if you have been following my channel, I trade support and resistance. I strongly believe in support and resistance, and that's why I have my TP. So that's why I have my TP at 1870, right? So looking at this resistance right here. So but this market moves up to 1856 thereabout and started selling. All right. So then pushes back. So from here, I was expecting this sell to stop at 1823, stop at around this support. So the market will go up. So I have like a buy stop right here, so that the market breaks through, reject, then continues to move up. But then did a breakout, continues to come down to this level. We trade gold. It is what it is. Gold will always go where the direction is going. All right. So we just have to be careful to know how we move in the market. So after seeing this movement from the lower time frame, which I'm going to show you in the next minute, then I decided to pick a buy before the news, and the market actually got to our target that we were predicting before. Okay, so let me just go down to 30 minutes to show you some of these entries. All right, so this market breaks through from this support I was looking at for the market to go down, give us a new low, push back again from this level and come down. But at this point, it fails to give us a lower low, right? So this is already giving me a sign that the market is still going back up since this market could not break this previous low that we have. So from here, I pick a new buy, and the market continues to move up. Okay, guys. So going into this week, I will just share with you. We'll be starting our analysis from the weekly time frame. We'll be starting our analysis from the weekly time frame. So also for week four, right? Before I was expecting the market to buy. The only thing that I noticed on the weekly time frame is the fact that we have a bullish engulfing here, right here, right? And I've always been mentioning it on this channel that when you market chart pattern, candlestick pattern, they works perfectly on higher time frames, right? So when you study your basic forex rule and stuff like that, if you want to practice, and want to understand how it works better, then be friends with the higher time frame, right? So it works better on higher time frame than lower time frame, in my own opinion, right? So we have a bearish engulfing here. You should know the market is going down for the rest of the week. Okay, so it's just as simple as that. And sometimes it will not work. You can see this is a bearish engulfing and the market is not going down. So, but then it plays out more often on higher time frame than you will see on lower time frame. So after seeing this bullish engulfing, I was expecting the market to just open and buy to 1890. Okay, so that was my expectation. But then gold will always go to the direction it actually intends to move. All right, so drops to this point and then started moving up. So after seeing this candle now on a weekly time frame, I'm still thinking the market is still going up. All right, as far as I'm concerned, I believe gold will do a lot of consolidation around 1890. So I'm expecting next week to also open and the buy should continue up to 1890 before we can see some kind of range. And with that range, we should know if the market is still going up to go and meet this high or the market is going down. All right, so that's what I've seen from weekly analysis. So I'm expecting a buy. Then let's go to a daily time frame to see what happened. All right, so from daily perspective now, I read market structure, right? Low, lower, low, lower, low, lower, low. So you see that the market actually breaks through this previous high that we have. Okay, so the market breaking to, we have a lower low and then we have higher high. So this is a breakout. All right, so when the market breaks structures like this, I'm just waiting for the market to move down to give me a lower low, then I move up to a lower high, then I move up to the next higher high. So that's what I'm expecting from daily time frame. I'm expecting the market to come down to give us a new low and then we push up to go and get the higher high. So that means this level we are looking at is no more valid because the market actually got there. It's still valid because I trade support and resistance. I strongly believe the market will have some kind of reaction around this level. Okay, so the next level we are looking at is this level right here, okay, which is 1890, and then the next level I'll be looking at is this level right here, which is 1916 or 1915 thereabout. Okay, so these are the two levels that I'm expecting gold to still move up to. All right, but it won't just continues to go like that. So let's go to the 4 hours time frame to see where we can pick our entry. Remember, this is a weekly analysis. So now we have resistance right here. So let me just mark it so that we have a resistance point around this zone, right? We're expecting this market to drop. We have a demand level here to this point and then continues to move up to this point, right? Or let me come down to 1 hour time frame. So um from my perspective, I believe this level is so strong and the market might just continue to go up from here. So I'm also going to take note of this. I'm also going to take note of this level right here. Okay, so there are two probabilities to this. Is either the market comes to this point and move up, or the market comes to this point and continues to move up. So I'm just going to mark this and call this our buying zone. I'll just call this our buying zone. So when we see the market around this level, we want to go for a buy. All right. So if you come down to 30 minutes time frame, you actually see the same thing. So you can see how this level have a lot of demand in it. Okay, so the market can drop to this point. That's if the buying pressure is still very strong as it started last week Friday. So come down to this buying zone and then continues to move up, or if this level will not hold, come here and then continue to move up. All right, so this is what I'm going to advise. Let me come down to H4. Let me come down to H4. So these are our buying zones, zone one and then zone two. Okay, like I will always say, like what happened right here, what happened right here, right? If I had used a buy stop, I won't have been stopped out, right? If I had used a sell stop just below this zone I was looking at, I won't have been stopped out. All right, so here I will want you to wait for the candles. Maybe the candle will break out or the candle can retest, so you can have your buy stop around this zone. Make sure it's after this the opening candle has entered this box already, then you have your buy stop here, so that when the market is turning up, just trigger your buy stop and continue to move up. Or yeah, after the market got to this point, you have your buy stop around this zone, so the market can pierce in and then continues to go up. Or you can just put your normal pending order right here. The market should trigger it and then you it moves in your direction. Okay, so that's what we are looking at, and I'm just going to mark our buying zone. Let's leave it as 80 pips thereabout. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we have. This is what we have. And I'm also looking for another buy right here up to this point. So if gold can sell to this point, before buying, just know gold is going to 1890. I strongly believe don't believe gold is going to break 1800. Right, so that's from my own perspective. So this is what I'm expecting from gold going into the week. It's still a buy, but you have to be strategic about your buying point. You know, let me come down to 30 minutes again. Yeah, I would prefer. Okay, if we have this to be our buying zone, I prefer this buying zone to actually be on this low. Alright, but I usually use the middle so that we can know, okay, anything around this price range is our entry point. Alright, so I don't want our analysis to just be on gold. So let's check another pair if we have any analysis. This is looking so busy, so I'm just going to take out some analysis that we don't need again. Let me take this out as well, so we know what we are looking at. So what we are looking at is we are looking at this market to come down to this point, or come down to this point, and give us a buy. Okay, so I've actually marked buying point one, buying point two, and the market go up to give us a buy. So this is what we are looking at. So let's check GBP USD. I've not been analyzing GBP USD for a while, and that's because I don't really like the current structure that is giving me. I trade market structure, right? So looking at this, I see the market is giving us lower low, lower low, lower low, right, and lower highs. But then it's looking more like a range. So therefore, I don't want to get into this kind of market, right? So, but based on what we're expecting on gold, if GBP can come down to this point, then it's going to be a sweet ride. So, we'll be looking at this demand zone to be our buying point for GU. But before I made that conclusion, let me just show you what I've seen on weekly time frame. So, like I said, weekly time frame should just provide perspective on where you think the current trend is going. All right. So, after seeing all this massive rejection, week by week on GU, I decided to step out. But then, this is a very big push up coming from this support right here. We have a support here, we have a support here, and then the market is actually rejecting back up. All right, so I just feel the market will still move up, maybe to this high or to this high. All right, so this is what I'm looking out to, and that's why I'm saying GU might go for a buy. So just for us to be safe on our entry, it's good to look at this demand zone right here. So I will just put this and have our buy around this zone. So if the market ever comes here, then we're going for our buy. So this is what I'm looking at too on GU. And lastly, for Euro CHF, I don't really like trading this kind of pair, but let's just do our analysis on it. From weekly time frame, So this is looking more like an engulfing. This bearish actually took off all this buying pressure, and has actually been selling from this point to this point. And last week they're able to push this far. All right, so I'm expecting Euro CHF to get to this point, right? I'm expecting Euro CHF to come to this point, and maybe in the long time get to this point. Okay, so let's just go down to daily to see what happened, and look at where we can have our entry. So on daily, this is looking at a good selling point for us. This is looking like a good selling point from daily perspective. Okay, so let's go to H4. So H4 also has this sell zone right here, right? So these are the two zones that I'm expecting Euro CHF to sell from, right? So let's just have our sell at this point back to this zone. Okay, so let's see. So we have our zone 1, zone 2. So let me just put selling zone. So we have our selling zone right here. All right, so I'll go ahead to publish this. I'll publish GBP and I'll publish gold. All right, so next week we'll be reviewing what we've done and see how the week will go for us, right? So cheers guys. Do have a profitable week ahead, and I hope this analysis is able to help you to shape the way you approach the forex market. Cheers guys. See you next week.